Chinese character here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so number 8 is written in Chinese on these particular dice. You also get a number of these amber colored sparkling dice. You probably can't see it here, but they are very nice looking. And one 4-sided die, which, as we all know in playing regular Dungeons and Dragons, aren't really meant to determine anything, but to just throw them onto the floors to cause pain to any of your players who happens to be walking around barefoot. Very nice. Alright, we apparently have 4 of these dry erase board marker squeegee things, I guess. I don't know, it didn't seem mentioned here, but pull it off, you get a marker, and this dry rub eraser will apparently allow you to make changes that will happen presumably in the course of the game. Wow, neat. Alright, so let's set that aside. Spirit paper. Players must agree on a phrase that captures how the family stays strong together. It could be one word, or it could be as long as a sentence. So, get a whole pad of that in there, which is very ambitious, but you'll be playing it that many times over and over again. Alright, here's the Defeating Jiangshi 101 card. Among the options you have is, at the sound of a rooster's call, the Jiangshi retreats. Jiangshi are afraid of their own reflection in physically cleansed or psychically cleansed mirrors. Vinegar's acidity is toxic to the skin of a Jiangshi. Uncooked rice stops a Jiangshi in its tracks. Well, it stops a lot of us, really. Psychic spells immobilize the Jiangshi. And hold your breath if you don't want to be sensed by a Jiangshi. All this within Grandma's recipe book. And oops, but spoiler alert. Let's try not to do that too much. Alright, here you have cards for spirit eating, or the Hmong cards. We'll figure out what's in that another time. Here you get another set of what I presume to be the Jiangshi cards. Here you have the game board, which is super really cool here. I think it'll be really cool. And it unfolds, and you will find on the table that you get an afternoon, morning cycle, dead of night, or evening. And then you'll have the spots that all of these cards go into. Alright, well that sounds like there's going to be some rules for that. Well, let's get to the final piece de resistance, I suppose, which is the Jiangshi Player's Book. Alright, cover matches box. Nice, so you're not going to lose track of which book this is. So thank you Banana-chan and Sun Fu Nim for putting this all together. Alright, let's see. They give you the note that it is absolutely okay to play this game in private with your group of friends, even if you're not all Chinese, American, or Canadian. However, if you would like to do a recorded play of a game and you are not Chinese, American, Canadian, we encourage you to include Chinese, American, Canadian players, or ask someone who is Chinese, American, Canadian to moderate the game for you. We strongly believe that representation is important on camera when playing the game. But, okay, so noted, but you get, let's see, the main rule book is filled with wonderfully beautiful artworks, and they really capture the spirit and the mood of the game, I think. I look forward to reading them in more detail, but for now, it is a full-color text here, and I think it's filled with a lot of great ideas that they're going to try and put forward. They include a glossary, and this one is 149 pages. Alright, so 149 pages of rules and options, and of course, finally you get Jiangshi, the Haunted Tales, or in other words, 18 horrifying scenarios. So if you're only getting your team together maybe once a month or so, this should last you at least a year and a half if you play only this for the foreseeable future. Then, and probably you can stretch it out over many other days. And let's see. But the scenarios look like they are very short. This one is 131 pages and is also full color. Okay, comes with a number of non-player characters made, plenty of cultural context given for each of the scenarios. Even gives you a template, how to do the content ones and everything else like that. So, the stories that you get right off the top are Always Carry Vinegar, The Last Spike, Noodle Runner, City of Angels, Secrets and Garlic, Who Says Witches Don't Like Chinese Food, One of Many Hauntings from Order 9066, let's see, Pork Blood Stew, Secret Sauce, Why Vampires, Ashanda for the Jiangshi scenario as well, and just a lot of really great titles here, but I would say comes with maps, comes with plenty of ways to customize each game for your own players and what you're all interested in. Let's see. Oh wow, covers the looks like it covers the Japanese internment camps as well. So anyway, it's like we won't go too much further than that, but this is apparently what you get in the box. And it's not the cheapest of all role-playing games, running at $70 plus tax. And then there's a few other doodads that you could get for another $20 or so presently on the market, but we just want to get the base game instead. Here, as you can see, it's like everything that's in the box is in the main compartment of the box. There are not, in fact, secret instructions that would have made this all so much important to understand, then, but were easy to miss or overlook. Anyway, so that is our conversation on Jiangshi, Blood in the Banquet Hall, a new tabletop role-playing game, and one that will hopefully inspire many of you to also start thinking about creating your own Asian American games in the near future for your kids, grandkids, and other people who would be amused by this sort of thing. I'm Brian Delwar. Thank you for indulging me today as we take a look at this exciting game and what you get. And let me know what you think in the comments about what we can do next, or if you have any other questions. Alright. Thank you, and kapchai.